What's happening, YouTube? It's your boy Trail, and today I want to show you how to create that smooth, slow cinematic shots inside your DSLR. So in today's market, we have a lot of different type of video cameras. And if you're like me, your video camera may have a function inside of it that will create the slow motion for you with just a push of a button. Or if you're like a lot of people out there and you're actually shooting video on a DSLR, which is basically a photography camera, you can still create that smooth, slow cinematic shot inside of your DSLR by simply making one key adjustment. So record your footage as you would, but before you start, make sure you're in the proper frame rate. Here's the difference. So for movies, your frame rate is going to be set at 24 frames per second. Any Hollywood film that you're seeing, it's usually shot in 24 frames per second. So what you want to do is you want to change the settings inside of your camera. You want to take it out of 24 and actually go to 60 frames per second. Regardless of the camera, the steps should be pretty much the same. All you really need to do is go inside of your menu settings and find out where you can change your frame rates. So for my Nikon, I do this by going to my movie settings. Once inside the movie settings, you see it says frame size or frame rate. Now honestly, this Nikon is pretty basic. As you can see, I can only change from 24 to 60, but depending on the type of DSLR you have, for instance, the GH4, GH5, and I believe some of the Sony series, maybe the A6300, A65, they go up to 128 frames per second. And now that we've changed the frame rate inside of the camera, let's actually go and see how they look when being slowed down in post. So this clip is taken out of a music video that I filmed for an artist named Shaddi. And inside of my editing software, which is Adobe Premiere Pro, I'm going to slow this clip down by 50%. So as you watch the clip, you can see once it's been slowed down, it just kind of looks choppy and robotic with the movement, even though the clip is moving a lot slower than it was before. But what we want is for the motion to be smooth. This is the reason why when you know you want to slow a clip down, that you're actually shooting that clip in 60 frames per second. So here's another film performance take from the same video, and I knew I wanted to slow the clip down, so instead of shooting the performance take in 24, I actually shot it in 60 frames, and this is how it came out. The motion is smooth. It doesn't have that jerky, robotic-like feel to it this time. That's the end result that you want. That's all you really have to do to create that slow cinematic shot in your films. If you found this video to be helpful, drop a like, leave a comment on the page, and if you want more tips or want more information from me, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Stay connected to the channel. As always, the grind speaks to your work ethic. If you continue to grind hard, you'll meet expectations, be inspired to do something great.